Good evening, everybody. This is Sweat, and today I'm bringing you a video on Strike at Karkin, and I'm using the M4, not the M4A1, the M4, the actual burst fire variant of this M4 carbine. And I'll have to say that I am not a burst fire weapon. I'm usually not a burst fire weapon. This is one of the only games that I've ever played start to finish with burst fire, at least on PC. I mean, I definitely played my share of with all of the weapons on console. You know, getting almost 500 kills with every single weapon on console. But as far as PC goes, and attempting to use this controller on PC and using burst fire, I haven't really done it. And the reason behind that, and you'll notice in a lot of these clips, especially that first one, is that I do a lot of overcorrecting with that controller. You know, I'm not able to be as precise, you know, with that as I am with, you know, as I would be with a mouse. And obviously it's a lot more sensitive than or maybe it's not as sensitive or whatever as it is on the controllers anyway, as it is on consoles. So anyway, it's always been a personal preference of mine to have fully automatic. I like to think that I can control fully automatic, even though clearly you can't. I mean, all right, I know some people can, but clearly you'll get a lot more control and you'll get a lot better accuracy with burst fire than fully automatic. I mean, that's just a fact. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you want the most accuracy out of your automatic fire, for the most part, most of you guys are going to burst fire with them anyway, correct? I mean, unless you're point blank range, and you're just trying to get as many rounds down range immediately, you know, like again, point blank, just to get the enemy off you or whatnot. You're gonna use burst fire if you want to shoot enemies at any distance, or if you're shooting enemies that may not be shooting at you immediately, and you're not trying to just immediately suppress them or something like that. You're gonna burst fire that fully automatic weapon. So this is what I tried out. I've been thinking about it. You know, I wanted to somehow improve my aim. I wanted to be a little bit better, and I really wanted to try something new. But every time I've tried that M4, I've always thrown a suppressor on it, and for whatever reason, you know, the carbines are already they're already short-range weapons. I mean, that's their general nature. You know, shorter stock, shorter barrel, same cartridge as, you know, same 5.56 cartridge as say the M16, which is a longer range assault rifle. Not quite the 7.62 range, but you know, I mean, you guys understand what I'm saying. So the carbine already is a shorter range option. You know, that's what it is. That's what it's designed for. So when you throw the suppressor on it, to me, you know, you have to be extremely close. Other than that, you know, just to me, I wasn't killing people, and that's a huge problem in this game. You know, if you're not effectively killing your enemy, then you have some issues. So that was my issue with the M4, the M4A1. Throwing a suppressor on it, clearly not for me. Not a weapon that I would rock steadily with a suppressor. So I experimented a little bit. In this particular setup, I went to the burst fire and I switched everything up. I kept the foregrip, but I actually put the flash suppressor on. And I'm going to do a little bit more research, but I'm just telling you guys what the loadout that you see right now is. And see there, I was out of ammo. Went to throw down that man's the support kit. Try to give me some more ammo, and it bit me in the ass whenever I turned around and stood up. So let me know what you guys think. That's my main concern. You know, why? I don't know. I guess maybe why haven't I tried burst fire a little bit more, or is this an enigma? And maybe, you know, maybe after this is the last as much success as I can have with a burst fire weapon. But I really think it's something I want to try out a little bit more. I remember when I was going through the motion of getting all those kills with all those other weapons, my biggest problem was weapons like the AN-94, and I know In the Works Media loved the AN-94, and I know Tasty Nips and Relic and those guys that I play with on the PC, I think they spoke very highly about the AN-94. It was just one of those weapons that I really struggled with, and again, it was burst fire. It was one of those, I think it was what it was. It was one of those weapons that you could fire. Yes, it's one of those weapons you can switch to fully automatic fire. And see that hip fire, that was nasty. It's one of those weapons you can switch to fully automatic fire, but I would always be forgetful. And as soon as I find myself in that close range encounter or the situation where I needed to to have that thing fully automatic at close range because of, you know, I forgot myself that, you know, that it even was an option. You know, it came back to bite me. So it probably, or it was my own fault and not the weapon's fault that I was not as successful with it. But it just left a sour taste in my mouth. And you know, this is what this game is all about. A lot of people will recommend setups. A lot of people recommend do this, do that, try this out, and do this attachment with this attachment, and don't do this attachment because it's a waste. But this game and these weapons are unlike any other game, at least that I've ever played. And it's that type of you know, customization, and it's your own personal preference. I mean, I've said it 100 times. It's whatever you personally prefer. And that's what I guess I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to kind of expand my horizons a bit. I'm trying to look outside the standard. Let's see, M16 and F2000. I usually use just the A91 with the engineer kit. LMGs, if I'm not doing bipoded up, then I'm probably rocking a shotgun. You know, it's one of those things where I have yet to find an LMG. I love the M60, but and I enjoy using such things like the M60 and M249. But they're just not effective to me, and this I'm happy to say is effective. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about fully automatic versus burst fire weapons. It's really something that I'm going to explore more, I'll tell you that right now. But if you guys may have missed it, yesterday I uploaded 2 videos, and they both did outstanding as far as ratings goes. That video to the left is one of those what the fuck moments in Battlefield, and forgive my 20-second delayed reaction to what was going on. The video on the right is bipoded up. I used a PKP Pecheneg. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. Some really good tips in that video as well. You guys have a great day. If you're new to the channel, just hit that subscribe button in the middle of the screen. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.